Hey guys, Rexosaur here, and welcome to a Wednesday video. It's not Update Monday, and it's not a patch notes. It's probably going to be called patch notes. I'm making a video, just to let you guys know where I am, who I am. Maybe not the who I am. Most people watching this will know who I am. I have a long list of things which I've not written down. It's all in there, so we'll see what I forget. First things first, my background has changed. I've moved. We moved at the start of the year. We're in a new place. So that's taken quite a while for us to figure that out and sort out. We've also been doing a lot of things over the last 6 months. We've been to 2 weddings. I've been to a bachelor party associated with one of these weddings. We went to a birthday party. We went to a concert. And we've just been going around seeing friends, family, newborn babies, all sorts and manner of things that we've been doing, and effectively making it so that, well, unfortunately, not enough time to do any creative things. This has taken quite a toll on me mentally and physically, I'm going to be honest. Being non-stop doing things constantly has definitely been draining, but we're approaching the end of that period now. That said, we still have some things happening. In about a few days' time, maybe 6 or 7 days' time, my in-laws fly in from America, and we're going to meet them up in Scotland. And we've got like a week and a half of doing things with them. So, and then after that, when they leave, finally get some sort of freedom to just chill and take a nice lower time to do things, which I'm really looking forward to seeing them, but I'm also really looking forward to just being chill for the rest of the year, hopefully. This has taken its toll on the amount of Warhammer I've been playing, so I've literally not been playing a lot of Warhammer this year. Last year, this time, I was doing effectively 2 games a week consistently. I've now maybe done 5 games the entirety of this year. Maybe a bit more, because maybe it's 10 games, let's say, for the entirety of this year, because there was an event that I went to nearer, I think it was March time. But yeah, so that's been happening, and then hopefully I'll be getting back into that. I have been doing a lot of painting over the last month, which has been nice because I've actually had time to do that. And last week I went back to do our fortnightly club night, and I had probably my best game that I've had, definitely of this year, and probably of Heresy ever. Just a lot of fun happened, and yeah, that was good. In terms of video games, myself, my brother, and my friend Tsunami have been playing consistently on Tuesdays, because that's like a day that we, it's during the midweek, so it's not really when plans are happening. We've been playing a bunch of games here and there. We played through the entirety and finished Sniper Elite 5, and we're now playing a bunch of Arena Infinite Breakout, I think it's called. It's like an extraction shooter, which has been a lot of fun, to be honest. Other than that, yeah, the gaming has been low. I'm very excited to, at some point when I've got time and can actually sit down, play the new Forza 6, and also the new James Bond game, Dying Light, is coming. Not Dying Light, that's a different game entirely. First Light, which looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, that's a very quick rundown. That's 4 minutes of just a very quick rundown of things that are happening and things I'm looking forward to. Importantly, for me anyway, yesterday was my birthday. So we went out with a bunch of friends and had a lot of fun, which was really, really nice. So that was really good. And we just made a lot of plans, of course. So I'm seeing a bunch of people over the next few days as well. But that is the low quality. That's not what I meant to say. Low quality. The low travel time. One day, let's hang out, have some drinks, and chill, rather than let's pack our bags for 5 days away, where we have to think about the travel, think about the cost of travel, and all this and all that. So, but no, it's good. I'm looking forward to this coming weekend, just because there's a lot of stuff happening, which will be really nice. And there are chill things happening as well. This year has also been quite an interesting one in that I've started reading again, which is something that I hadn't done really in a while. In terms of my reading, when I was younger, specifically like an early teen, I used to read a lot. I used to read books so much, and I really enjoyed being lost in those worlds and reading. And over the last, because of everything that's been going on, I don't know why, but I was like, oh, you know what, I should pick up and read again. Maybe one of the aspects of that is being in this new place. One of my Warhammer shelves has been turned into an actual bookshelf, and it's in the bedroom with all my books on it. So I've been kind of like in the room looking at these books on the shelf, whereas in the previous house, they were sort of to the side in the living room. So I just picked up one of the books and started reading again, and really, really enjoying it. So that's been an interesting change of pace, which I've just really had a great time doing. I'm still very slow at reading, and I wanted to have it sort as a rather than scrolling on Instagram at the end of the night, I would be reading. That's fallen to the wayside in the last week or so, mostly because other things going on. But that's something that I want to continue and do so. So that's been fun. I was going to say something else and I completely forgot what it was, so that's frustrating. Like I said, I should have written this list down. I've been creatively yearning for making videos. This is a problem that I have. It's that I've just not really had that creative essence and requirements from myself to make videos, because I've been having my creative requirements fulfilled by other things, such as painting or D&D or reading, gaming, that kind of things. But there's an aspect of me that just wants to get to the point where I'm making videos again or streaming. Now, there's not a promise that will happen soon, but it is something that I'm looking forward to doing after this period of high activity. It'll be coming back and doing some, a reading stream, continue where I left off from the reading of the Lord of the Rings, coming back with the Two Towers. Maybe playing a few games here and there, games that I have just on my list that I just haven't played yet, that I've been meaning to. And not really for a goal, so to say, not really in a sort of need to fulfill anything other than I just want to stream some games and have some of my friends in the chatting shit. One of the reasons why that has become something that I've wanted to do, especially more recently, is because I, from a sort of wacky coincidence, one of my friends asked me for information that I could only really find through my old YouTube videos. I've started watching a few of my old YouTube videos and my old streams, and especially when looking at my old streams, enjoying the interactions that I had within that. Now, I know that I'm probably not going to get the same level of interaction I did back in the day, mostly because those people have moved on with their lives, as we all have. And especially back in the day, I was streaming like from 10 p.m. until like 1 a.m. kind of thing. That's just not happening. But I just want to get back into that kind of chill aspect. Unfortunately, I do have a life outside of everything. I'm having to find time to do things, and that's just adulting in a nutshell. I also have a wife, so we hang out together, and I don't want to lose out on interacting and doing things together with her. But I'm sure that I'll be able to find some time, even if it's just once a week now and then, to do that kind of streaming aspect. Although I would prefer to do maybe one during the week and one on the weekends kind of thing. That's entirely dependent on what we're doing. But yeah, so watch this space. I might be back on Twitch sooner than you know, sooner than many would like. I'm sure there's a vast proportion of people who are unhappy with this rumoured comeback from Lord Rexus or the Savage Cabbage, Sexy Rexy, what other nicknames have I had over the years? I don't even know. Another aspect of my life that's about to change drastically is my career. I've recently I've applied for 2 positions, and I've heard back from one. The other position, still waiting on that response, but the first position is a team leader role, so I will be managing a group of, I think it's between 8 and 12 employees, and yeah, they offered me that position. It is unfortunately temporary, which is why I've still got that other role, because that other role is the same band, which means it would be the same pay as this team leader role, but is a case working role in a different department and is permanent. I have never managed before, so I have no idea what to expect of myself. I feel like I could do a good job. I feel like I've matured enough within the employment and my business to know kind of how it works and what is wanted from a business perspective and what is needed from a colleague perspective. So I feel like I would give it quite I'd give it a good go. It is only temporary, so if it doesn't suit me, then that's nothing really lost. If it is something that suits me, there is a possibility that this position could be made more permanent, just because of the dynamics happening within our business unit at the moment. But yeah, I don't know exactly when I start. I am on leave the rest of this week, so it's very likely that next week when I come back, they'll have the discussion with me of when I'll start. And yeah, probably start of June would be when I would start this new chapter of my career, so that'll be really fun. I am looking forward to it. I've been especially the last month, and I think part of that is just because of how much stuff we've been doing outside of work. This last month has been really tough in my job and workplace, just because of the type of work that I do is quite draining mentally, and I'm already feeling mentally drained from everything else that I'm doing. So transitioning into a new role is obviously going to be draining also. However, the task at hand is much more administrative rather than customer facing, so that's going to be helpful. And also it coincides with the end of that really busy period for me, so hopefully that will align perfectly. It's also helpful that it is a promotion, which is, a financial incentive on top of that, because cost of living isn't getting easy for anyone. And despite the copious amounts of Warhammer that I have around, I haven't really purchased that much in the scheme of things compared to what I was buying last year. But it is an aspect of I would like to buy more. No. It's just a lot of questions, adulting, growing up. It's a crazy thing. I feel like I'm in this kind of mood because I am watching my old streams, which are from 10 years ago. It's 2016. And it's a very different me in that, with some similarities. The humor is effectively unchanged. The mannerisms a little bit. The maturity is definitely, I've come quite far, but it's been interesting. It's been an interesting look back on what I was like and how I interacted with people. And I, obviously, being me, I know what's happening behind the scenes as well. And it is quite interesting to have that happen. Yeah. So that's basically it. Thanks for watching. For all of you who have been subscribed for a while and are here specifically for videos, you don't know whether or not there might actually be proper videos that aren't streams. I have been tentatively thinking of doing another narrative let's play to do with Xenonauts 2, which is a very XCOM-like game. It's a bit mixed because the game, I would need to put in quite a few hours into the game to understand how it works and what the progression and really what certain things I need to do to make it a watchable and fun series. Whereas with XCOM Enemy Unknown and XCOM 2, those had cutscenes that allowed the game to progress itself and have a proper story that is visually available, that I just sort of flesh out with narrative, rather than here it would very much be a case of I would be adding so much of the narrative to the game, which has a narrative, but it's very loose already. But that would make it, I guess, a little bit more like Crusader Kings 2, my Red Emperor narrative series. But I knew that game almost inside and out when I made it, so I'm not sure whether or not it's a good idea for me to do that with a Xenonauts 2. Like, I might make other videos entirely. I might make compilation videos of my streams. I might not make videos at all. It's a real possibility. But the streams, what's nice with them is that they're quite easy. You literally just turn it on, play some games, chat some shit, and that's all you need. And the internet makes things very easy now. Certain applications like OBS, like right now, which is what I'm recording on, I already have linked to my Twitch, so I've got my chat on one side, my status and information on an activity on the other, so that I could do that stuff should I need to, should I want to. Haven't tested it out yet, but that'll come down the line, I'm sure. Yeah, watch this space. For all my friends for a lot of them that I have spoken to and a lot of them that I haven't spoken to over the last few months, thank you for being around, and I hope that I see you very soon, either watching my streams or in person. And yeah, I'm still here. I'm just plodding along. Sometimes real life very much gets in the way, and I think everyone who is watching this probably feels and understands the same. So it's a goodbye from me. I also, one of my greatest presents for my birthday is my wife got me this Sleepy Eevee, who I absolutely adore. It's so soft and just looks so freaking cute. So this is now my office companion. Hi. But yeah, it's goodbye for me, goodbye from Eevee, and see you guys soon.